Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Play fake. Murray. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Throwing now is Murray. Complete. Smith has it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the 45 on second down. Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
So, Charles, you look at this offense. So what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 1st and 10, Berger. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw on 2nd down, Berger. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but
conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, the Bears sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. first and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now they send a man in motion right. Looking to throw on second down.
Berger, pass complete. David Montgomery the target.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, but now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw from his end zone, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Something on their focus areas, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Berger. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Berger. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. To throw on 2nd down. Berger. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Berger. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Bears will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Looking to throw on second down. Berger throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on second down. Berger. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. So nothing doing there, and that will bring up second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it over.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's taken to the 26. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
This is Smith with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
In motion goes the tight end. Murray now on 1st down.
Goes right back to Smith again.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, Berger. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Murray.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and 2, Berger.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Pushes him over. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here he gets a sack.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on third down, Berger throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Throwing to start the drive. Berger. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy.
That's caught inside the 20. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Now leaving with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Berger. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll send Brown in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw it, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit,
but they'll say it's incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.